All right.
Alan's back.
With my cool headphone microphone.
Good. Trying to get Raul back. Okay, so Alan, if you want to pull up your like chat window, I'll send you. Oh, you don't have Facebook at all, do you?
I'm don't.
Okay.
It's the devil. I just downloaded it on my phone though.
I was just wondering how I could
Get on.
send you comments or like names to call out for donations. You know when we. Oh,
What about if
I still talk to him?
I'm on?
Don't run the 10-minute marker until we're ready to go. Let's hold this
This?
image for live and until we're all hooked up, and then we'll put we'll have the 10-minute counter go. Sorry, we're just running through a couple of things. So, um, nobody's going to hear me right now, right? This is just
Hello, my name is Daniel Welch, and I'm Autry Welch from Water and Rust. Water and Rust, we have been musicians in the Austin area for more than 30 years, been living here more than 30 years, and we are excited to be a part of the Sims Foundation, helping local musicians with healthcare and addressing the issues of mental health within our community. We know there is a huge need and call for the Austin community to come together to support musicians and their call to do their music, to be creative in the way they need to be creative, and they need your help. They need your support. So would you please consider funding and supporting the Sims Foundation, a great organization? We all know how important music can be here in Austin, Texas, and how blessed we all are to be a part of it. And being part of Water and Rust and being part of that community for 8 years, there's nothing like the community of musicians here in Austin, Texas. That is why the Sims Foundation is so important. We need your donations. If you can please give, that would be awesome.
All right. We're here.
Hey.
There's Alan. There's Graham.
Hello.
We got everybody. Sorry we started a little late. We have, yeah, every day it's a little adventure over here. Yeah, we've got Graham Wilkinson.
What's up, man?
Extraordinaire. We've got my buddy Alan, and we've got my other buddy Raul on the other side somewhere.
Wait a second. Graham gets an extraordinaire after his name. Do we get something like Alan Tudyk?
Yeah, I don't think he even said your last name, man.
No, he just said my buddy Alan.
You get the buddy part, man.
That's true. Buddylicious. All right, I'll take it.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Where's Raul at? Where's Raul at? Let's pull Raul in here.
Someone else.
Hear me?
We hear you, Raul. We hear you.
Hear me?
He's there in the little corner. He's there in the little corner.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to our stream. We are doing this for the Sims Foundation. Sims Foundation provides mental health and addiction recovery for musicians and their families, music industry professionals and their families. And Sims has been around for 25 years, vital to the Austin music scene. Central Texas, really. I've been a client for about 12 years. And Graham's been a client.
Yeah, for quite a few years, actually, on and off.
Depending.
Yeah, depending on the state. But that's the really beautiful thing about it is they even check in with me every once in a while. Someone will call like, "Hey, do you need anything?" And so it's been amazing to all the whole network there. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we're really lucky. Tonight's just kind of like hanging with my friends. I mean, Graham's a very close friend of mine. Alan's a very close friend of mine. And Raul's a very close friend of mine. Raul is from the band Ozomatli. Amazing band that I've been a fan of for probably, I don't know, since when I think we can hear you, Raul. We just can't see you right now until you start playing for us. But when did you guys put out the Ozomatli record, the self-titled record?
Our first record came out in 1997, I think.
Oh, there you are. Hey, we can all see you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think we had. Yeah, that was the first time that I heard your record. I remember getting it from one of the distributors, whatever label that we were all sharing at the time when I was with Ugly Americans, and
yeah,
and I kind of it was one of those records I just kind of had a stack of records or CDs, and I didn't listen to it for about 6 months, and then I picked it up and I was like, oh my God, I couldn't stop listening to it, and then we had the same producers and all this stuff, and then I started my hip hop band, and then you came and sat in, and we became friends, and then, just awesome, man. So thank you, man.
Growing up in different cities, playing music, you end up making great friends.
Yeah.
I met Alan through you. I've heard Graham, and have we ever met Graham?
No, I don't. I mean, I think emails is the most we've got. This is our first time, buddy.
There's a connection. It's about Sims, and I know our fans love kind of organization that does work that is helping other people. So I'm happy to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, uh, these guys, Graham and Raul, didn't know each other, and then I started writing with Graham, and then I was like, let's bring my buddy Raul in, and then Raul chimed in on the song, and we just kind of all got connected, and they just met today virtually for the first time, which is cool because they're both a fan of each other's music. So yeah, let's get to some music. Graham, you want to kick us off with something?
Oh snap! I thought we were gonna do like paper, rock, scissors. Just said who goes
Let's
first.
do it. Y'all do it. Come on, do it.
But then we're gonna do one, 2, 3, hit. Let's do that.
Whatever you want.
Let's try it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can. We can. There's a delay. He can see what I'm about to do. Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. Let's do this. I wanted to start off with this song that is called "Lucky," and I wrote it quite a few years ago, and I didn't see this. The little microphone on the side of the head kind of looks like Boba Fett's helmet or something right there. It's kind of Well, I'm lucky. Oh, I'm doing fine. Better than most who've ever been alive. I'm lucky. Yeah, I'm doing good. Well, I'm lucky. Oh, I'm doing fine. Better than most who've ever been alive. I'm lucky. Yeah, I'm doing good. Some days are hard, others have had it worse. Some days are diamonds, some are cursed. Days are hard when you try not to care. Drink a lemonade or a glass of wine. Read a book, bide your time. Hold close the people that you really love. 'Cause you're lucky, oh, you're doing fine. You're better than most who've ever been alive. Yeah, you're lucky. Oh man, you're doing good. You're lucky, yeah, oh, you're doing fine. You're better than most who've ever been alive. Yeah, you're lucky. Yeah, don't you know you're doing good? Cause this ain't a joke, it's your only shot. You better live it up, give it what you got. Yeah, cause nobody really knows. So the story goes, that's the way it works. In between our smiles lives all the hurt. Cause you can turn around and someone else has had to say goodbye. And that's why, yeah, we're lucky. Yeah, we're doing fine. Yeah, we're better than most who've ever been alive. Yeah, we're lucky, don't you know we're doing good. Yeah, we're lucky, oh yeah, we're doing fine. We're better than most who've ever been alive. Yeah, we're lucky. Yeah, don't you know we're doing good. Yeah, we're lucky. Yeah, I'm doing fine. We're lucky. Yeah, you're doing fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Graham.
Buddies, thanks, y'all.
Beautiful. Raulito.
Oh, wait, it's not. It's my turn now, right? Or before we do that, I just wanted to tell Graham, you have such a distinct, amazing voice. The quality of,
Oh.
this kind of rustic, real thing, and you don't have that out in East LA too much.
Oh man, well I'll have to come hang out whenever we get the next chance. I need to. I appreciate that, Raul. I really do, sincerely.
And Alan, I wanted to ask you a question too. You know, um, I first met you through Carlos. But I used to be in a band with Vincent Vaughn for a little. And
What?
yeah, so well, he used to come and rap. He's from Chicago, right? And he also is a crazy boxer, right? Because he's like 6'4". He's a Golden Glove, high school or something. I remember walking on the street like in Hollywood Boulevard, and some taller dude gets out of the car. No, you don't want to mess with me, man. He popped that dude so fast. I was like, whoa. I used to have these crazy parties in the back of my house in Boyle Heights, and I knew all kinds of people. All the rich kids from the other part of town, all my neighborhood's friends, and I used to call them like Harvard to homeboy. And Vince would be there down with like, and I would just tell all my friends who didn't live on the block I grew up. I grew up on the block. Well, it's a 4th and Lorena. It's like the oldest documented gang in LA. So I used to tell them, just tell them, Bully. That was my nickname, Bully. Just tell them, Bully. That'll be cool with you. So all these cats are like, obviously went from the neighborhood coming, I'm going to Bully's house. They'd be like, oh, all right, cool. By the end of the night, it was like all these different kinds of people. We'd be playing music, like cats like Vinny were just with the hardcore gangsters. Like everyone would be loaded and having a great time. So I've been trying to bring people together from day one. You know what I'm saying? Do I got to mute Carlos to sing? Or
Oh, you're good, man. You're good. You're good. Take it over.
I'm gonna talk a little bit about my friend Carlos before I start this. This is a new Ozomali song that we just started a while ago, and I started this song with Shaben. Shaben Bhattacharya, a musician extraordinaire who I met through Carlos. We used to play around town, and we'd end up in Austin, and Carlos said, you got to come to the jam. I said, all right, I'll be there, and I got up to play guitar, and there was this bass player killing it next to me. I was like, whoa, been friends ever since. Ended up at a place called Sonic Ranch outside of Tornillo. We played out with Los Titos, this other group. This is a song I've been singing. People seem to like it. We started recording it. Ozomali never played it together because COVID started. Didn't even finish recording it. But I'm going to do it today. See what happens. Every morning I want to smile. Smell the roses that grow deep inside, reaching through your eyes like a newborn baby child. First times of every moment, look up to the sky. This could be our last time. Why do all sunsets have to end? Why do all sunsets have to end? East side to the beach, electric cars race on the streets, palms sway to the beat, and moving lights kiss the sky. City of angel freaks, zombies in perfect weather, cruise boulevards with me, slow and low forever. Why do all sunsets have to end? Why do all sunsets have to end? this is all to the good people, you know, in LA, all over the world. Austin. Now when we look at the sunset, remember we're all doing it together. I imagine out in Santa Monica looking out, you know what I'm saying? Oh. The sunlight fades away past Emerald Ocean. Moon whispers take its place, and stars shine upon your grace. If life was just a dream, moments would last forever. Be still before the end. We'll always ride together. Oh, I do all sunsets have to end. 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 Oh, 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 ooh, oh, oh. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much.
You people.
Yeah.
Nice. We've got to we got to remind everybody the reason we're here is to try to get support and donations for the Sims Foundation. There are 3 ways to donate.
Mm-hmm.
Simple way is text SIMS to 44321. Another way is to PayPal. Use PayPal. The email address is info@simsfoundation.org. And then you can also just go directly to the website, which is simsfoundation.org/donate. Anything will help. Again, Sims provides mental health and addiction recovery for music industry professionals and their families. So yeah, let's. I think the way I know that Alan became a fan of Graham's because of that voice that Raul was speaking of earlier. I was doing Alan called me. He'd had a TV show that he was working on that he was directing and producing and writing, like
Starring in.
Yeah, too many jobs.
And so Alan asked me, he's like, "Hey buddy, you want to do music for my TV show?" I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And so Alan and I would talk about, all these different styles of music and songs, and he was really into this and that, and we put it all together, and then I guess I was working with Graham at the time, and I said, I remember we wrote that gypsy song. Alan wanted he's like, I want a crazy gypsy punk rock, like Russian sounding song or Italian. And so Graham came into the studio and we basically made up a new language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Since we neither of us spoke gypsy. And
it's Russian Italian. Gypsy Russian Italian.
Gypsy Russian Italian.
Coming together.
And we ended up recording the theme song for one of Alan's TV shows, and so this is the first.
Yeah, it's that badass con man. We're right at the beginning.
I actually looked that up the other night.
Yeah.
And I actually watched the whole first season too, Alan. So that actually I was a super big fan. It's still cracking me up. But My daughters actually found out. Yeah, well, it's cracking me up. It was always a shock at the end to see the credits roll in to hear that song, and I like text Carlos. It's like I just can't believe this is going on. But yeah, Flavaduras. Yeah, we made up a whole a whole language. I don't think we knew what we were saying, but we definitely were making up a lot of words for sure.
Yeah, it's bad. It's great. It's the sound on. It's the opening and the ending to the show. It's the opening in season 2 like it's always on there.
It's always on there.
Yeah, it's the sound. It's the sound. It's the sound of the show. That's Carlos. I realize you've brought, like, in my life. Carlos and I met back in 1999. I was doing a movie with Sandra Bullock. Well, it was 1999.
Jeez.
And you played the party afterwards.
Played the party. And we sat. You liked my band.
Yeah.
And then we ended up at the bar together. I think.
I remember that.
You're like,
yeah.
Hey, how you doing? I'm good. I love your band.
It was 1999. Then I was at the bar.
It's like, I love your band. Cool, man. What's your name? I'm Alan. I'm Carlos. Great. You want to do a shot? Yeah. I only drink tequila. I drink tequila. That's my favorite drink. And then we've been really good friends ever since then. We bonded over tequila. And since then, you don't drink tequila anymore.
No, I don't do it anymore. Yeah, it's been almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Awesome. Congrats.
Yeah, it's cool. I finished mine. I like the amount that you're given in a lifetime. I finished mine early. Most people can spread it out. I just went straight through it, and yeah, I mastered it. I was repeating myself, so I moved on to other things. But that's cool doing this for the Sims Foundation, because definitely I know a lot of people, mental health and substance abuse go hand in hand. And I know I've had a couple of artist friends who are no longer here anymore because of, their substance accidents. So, it's impacted everybody I know. Everybody I know now. But it's cool. And then I met Raul. Raul, you in LA. I remember you came over to my house one night and you played Vatos in Love. You were just playing, and that was the first time. It was that long ago. I don't even think it had come out yet. Vatos in Love had even come out yet. It was just good times.
Yeah.
Good times. I think I may have had some tequila that night too. If I remember correctly.
I don't remember correctly.
So yeah.
Memories.
No, I remember that night. It was great. It was a great hang, and it's just nice to meet people from have different histories, and you have that kind of connection. And half my band is sober now, and I think that's why we're still around after 25 years. We've had short thing, and I think we know the seriousness of it. And then once you kind of get through those moments, I think we've all learned how you can have fun no matter what you're doing, no matter what is going. And once you get to that stage, and when Carlos mentioned Sims and the idea of mental health, for me it was so clear and easy to understand the importance of that organization. The fact that it's specifically about Austin musicians, I think that's really cool and really amazing. It just shows kind of what a music town that is, and so happy to be a part of it.
So, I was just gonna say, don't forget the text Sims to 44321 if you're out there checking this out. And what was the other one? Oh, PayPal info at simsfoundation.org and simsfoundation.org/donate for that. And it is
Good
pretty.
note taker, Graham.
Hey, they gave me the notes before class. It's almost like I was cheating, you know.
Hey,
Got a
cool.
couple donations. We
Whatever
got
it
one
takes.
from Doug Darrow, and we've got Melissa Anderson. Thank you so much for your donations.
That's true.
Please keep them coming, you guys. We really appreciate it. We need it. Graham, you want to play another song for us?
Sure, yeah. Let's oops. The try to get my little body straight. This is a song I released last year, or 2 years ago, called "I Survive," and it's to what Alan was saying just a second ago. There are, I lost my older brother to a heroin overdose in 2003. And it's the accident. It is an accident, and there's such a stigma in our society about whether it's addiction or experimentation or like just the mental health issues. So to that point, this is why I was excited to do this when Carlos hit me up, and then he told me who was going to be joining us, and I tried to just be cool, I just tried to not, I bought the CDs from CD Warehouse. That was on Motley first record. For sure. And so, and then a few after that. And I think I found out about Ozone Motley because I was listening to so much hip hop, and it was some kind of something with Jurassic 5 with Charlie Tuna. So that's how that happened. And, it's an honor, man. So here, let's do this song, "I Survive," real quick. To have a voice, silver and soft, but along the way I got a gravelly cough. Used to have a dream bigger than me, but along the way I always seem to make the wrong decision. I keep finding myself in compromising positions. I try to be good, keep making mistakes. If you see me coming, won't you cut me a break? Oh, the angel flew off of my left shoulder. The devil gets louder as I get older. But baby, you're the reason I survive. Oh, I survived. Oh, memories so fond to me just seem to fade every day. It's like a dream, hard to believe that there's still songs left to sing. Oh, well, I always seem to make the wrong decision, keep finding myself in compromising positions. I try to be good, keep making mistakes. If you see me coming, won't you cut me a break? Oh, the angel flew off of my left shoulder. The devil gets louder as I get older. But baby, you're the reason I survive. Oh, I survived.
Yeah, man.
Amazing, man.
Thanks.
We need to We need to fix that mic that's happening over there somewhere.
It's going in and out.
Yeah.
Handle it like a program.
Did you like how I
Show
was
must go on.
getting down to the other microphone?
Yeah, just bend over and
It's funny.
thing where
It's funny too.
it makes noise.
I have all these screens around me, and the guys just brought me. They're like, "Hey, I know you want to look at their faces over here because they're really right there, but we put up these like I can't show you, but here they put up.
There are a bunch of cameras.
Yeah,
That's
hold on a
true.
second. They're like,
Screens.
this is Alan and Raul, and they're right here, and you guys look over there, and then Graham's over there. So I'm gonna look at these fake things when I'm talking to you guys, but I can see you in my peripheral vision. But anyway. We're duct taping it together, boys. We got it.
Y'all do. Yeah, we are.
Please donate to the Sims Foundation. Text SIMS to 44321. We will shout you out. And also PayPal, info@simsfoundation.org, and go straight to the website, simsfoundation.org/donate. Anything will help. $5, $10, $100. We got to...
Hey, Carlos,
Yo.
how do you do this? You type, just because honestly, there's going to be people out there who are as lame at this as me. You type SMS because you would have to do that, right? 4421.
Sims, SIMS. So I think
The number you
right.
text to Alan
text
is
the number
44321.
44321. You know what? Let's try that together because I have an iPhone.
Because mine does jack shit
Okay.
when I do that. Mine just says 2, and then it has that, and it lights it up green, and then I go
Yeah.
nowhere.
Yeah, and then you do go to the place where you're supposed to type, and then type Sims right in there. And hit.
Right. So if you go to 2,
Oh,
see that thing? It says 2.
I've been doing homeschooling with my twin daughters for like a couple months, and I've been having to figure out stuff about computers that I'm like, I don't know how you download the thing to upload the stuff. We didn't have to do this ever in my life.
So I'm going to try that right now. And then I'm going to go 44321. And then in the message screen, I'm going to put SIMS. So it said 44321. And then I put Sims down there. And then I'm going to press the little green thing. And then that's what happened.
and then it just gives me like a, hey, I told somebody Sims.
Yeah. And then it comes back.
Oh, and then
to
you get a thing back.
It says donate using the secure link. So I've never done this.
Is this because I'm in Canada?
We were having
Oh, you are in Canada. Yeah.
detective skills, Alan. It was great.
Yeah. Message and data rates
Not a-
apply ×5 over there. And then,
It doesn't apply to Canadian viewers.
so then you come up with this little screen right here, and it has this like,
Oh, look how that works.
yeah, and there's a little donate thing.
I'll just have to do the PayPal way.
Yeah.
It's because they give they give a little more money to healthcare, a little less money to Wi-Fi.
All right, guys, we're gonna. Oh, we got some more. Donations here. We have Nate Brignan and Yvette Garcia. Thank you so much again.
And Nate's a buddy out, and I think he's in West Texas somewhere. That's awesome. Thanks, man.
Awesome. Please keep them coming. Raul's gonna play another song. You want to play the Tu Vatos song?
Two vatos, okay.
Yeah, that was the song where we all met. Where you met Alan. His favorite song.
Okay, so I'm gonna sing it, and then we'll talk about it. Gavi and Mondo with their girlfriends in the car, running on Crenshaw, knowing who they are. Juan Gabriel says amor es amor, but Angie Zapata is lying on the dance floor. Gay vatos in love, gay vatos in love, gay vatos in love, gay vatos in love. Javi and Kike broke into the park, looking for love under protection of the dark. Club Cobra, a temple in the night. The more he'll more see, the more I feel alright. Gave out those in love. 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 'Cause if the world can't understand, stand by your man. Whoa, 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 whoa. 'Cause if the world can't understand, stand by your man. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gave out those in love. Gave out those in love. Gave out those in love. Gave out those in love.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, it was called Gay Vatos in Love. It wasn't two Vatos, it was two gay Vatos. But we wrote that song.
Who wrote that song?
You know, kind of. Yeah, I think as you had like a course. He was working on a play and he had that. It was a play and it was a scene. In the play, it was a play about in prison and they were focusing on all these different like characters and there was gay cholo about them. And we heard the chorus and we loved it. And at the time, he didn't turn it into a song. And at the time, it was that to us, a discriminatory like proposition in California, discriminating against gay people, and lesbian people. And we just said, hey, we gotta like address and make our own version. And I think for us, we're the kind of band where we're even gonna challenge our own fans. Like let's get beyond, if we really believe in love, let's get beyond all of those differences. Like I said earlier, like I've been trying to bring people together since, a youngster, because I had a lot of older people, and I learned so much through music, through songs. When I was a kid, I learned all songs. And that song, it's on a record called Fire Away. And we started playing it, and I was like, play it like Freddie Fender.
Oh yeah.
So half the guys in my band were like, "Who?" And I know all that stuff, and I'm like, so if you get a chance to listen to that song, it's on a record called Fire Away. It's kind of like our little take on like, like the soul. It's like a whole nother. Texas is so big, it's got so many little regional things happening. And I remember when I heard Freddie Fender as a kid, and like his voice is like an angel. And I remember I saw him as a teenager at this crazy place in LA called Steven's Steakhouse. It's like South Side, and like it's in Commerce. It's like in this weird. So for people who know, it's a funny place. I remember being in awe and like hearing stories of him, kind of like outlaw. I know he was in Times, but I just remember his angelic voice in those songs in the house. And it was like a New Year's thing. I go to see him and I get real close, and then that guy singing like an angel with us. Scarf down his neck. Like, I'm gonna do this, and characters, and I learn so much through music and through other people, and there's a song.
Dude, I love it. We have some more donations. My dear friend Monique Alcala and Shelly Hilbert, and then we got one from Alan Tudyk. Alan Tudyk. Donated.
Man,
thank you.
It worked. I you walked me through it of texting the letter SIMS, those 4 letters actually, to 44321. So that worked. Fantastic.
Nice. Even from Canada.
That in Canadian dollars?
God,
We'll
I
take
hope
it.
so.
We'll take it.
It was too much. Yeah, no.
All right, everybody. This
is a good cause. If anybody's out there and you're thinking, what is this for? It's for to help support artists, musicians though, really, right? It's
Musicians. It's
and
actually
mental health.
anybody in the music industry. So it's like booking agent, manager, road crew. Um, yeah, it's anybody really, and their
I
family.
was a roadie for years. If you've just tuned in and you're like, what does he have to do with music? I was a roadie. For it was a Motley, and then also Ram as well. Fired by both of those guys, but it's cool. We've worked it out, and thanks to Sims, I did it the right way. Thank you, Sims.
Actually, you've come to a couple of my gigs, and you've been my saxophone tech. Yeah, good stuff. Let's get to some more music.
Does Alan sing?
Yeah, when's Alan gonna sing a song?
No, I don't.
Liar!
I don't.
Liar! I saw on Instagram you singing a song the other day.
I'm here for roadie support. It's like that's what this coronavirus is making it tough for me to roadie, but I'm here emotionally supporting you
Everybody's out.
as only a roadie can.
You know, actually, I think Alan and I were texting about a week ago or a month. I don't even remember, but he was saying something about I wish I could sing, and I remember Alan gave me. I had never seen a Broadway show before, and he gave me. He's like, "Hey man, I want you to come to New York to see my Broadway show that I'm in," and it was Spam-A-Lot.
Oh dang!
And I was like, all right, I'll go to this. You know, I've never been to a Broadway show. So, man, he got me the best seat. It was like right in the middle, and I got to see everything. And I had never been to it was my first Broadway show. It was a long time ago. But I remember Alan played like 10 different characters, and he's dancing and singing and like, I mean, off the stage change. He's a different person. He's coming over and he's singing. He's doing this little jig and doing all this stuff. And I was exhausted just watching my friend do this Broadway show. And he was singing his ass off.
What year was that?
2005.
Damn.
Damn.
I feel
That
like
was 15 years ago. God damn.
I mean, I will say this. I did see Spam-A-Lot with my family not long after my brother died. He was up in New York, and it was a couple years after he died that we went, because my brother and I love Monty Python so much. And, you know, it happened after, you know, anyways, we all went, and it was just such a laugh. And it might have been around 2005, man. That's crazy.
That'd be wild.
That would be crazy.
Look it up. We'll have to figure
Yeah.
that out. I can ask my mom.
All right.
I
Yeah.
saw it in England,
Shot in England?
in London.
You saw Spam-A-Lot, Raul?
In London, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna do
Was Tim Curry in it? Still?
I can't even remember, man. It was a while ago.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been a while ago.
Hey, listen, my mom just commented on my Facebook page because it's streaming this on the Facebook fan page that it was 2005 whenever we saw it, probably.
Wow. So you probably saw Alan and didn't even know that you would do a theme song for his TV show. There you go. Look at that.
I've been with
That's cool to hear.
Alan at his house. I think that's just the way you are, Alan. 10 different characters. All that.
Yeah, he's got a good point, Alan. I've never heard you tell me a story without being that person. You're like, yeah, and then, you know, this door guy was, and then you totally go into that guy, and I'm just like, damn.
The real thespian. What can you say?
A thespian indeed.
You're all right, guy. All right. Get some music. Come on, Graham. Let's. Didn't we do a song together? We wrote a song together.
We did, man. It was, you know, I don't know. I think it was like and I think it had to have been like 6 years ago or something, 5 years ago, when you and well, I don't remember. I think we met at Antone's one night or something before I was opening up for Bob or something at the old Antone's on 5th, and you know, I don't really remember when I met you, but it was after that we, through working with Recording Academy, is where we started to see each other more often at the Texas Chapter Recording Academy gatherings, and then through Black Fret and stuff, and that's when it was a little bit more consistently hanging out. So, I mean, was that the plug that I should do the song that you and I wrote together?
Yeah, that was. I mean, kind of.
Okay, figured it out. Didn't mess up everything today, you know. I remember as I was driving out to your place, Carlos, that it started to rain, and it was not a cloud in sight. It was beautiful sunshine outside. It was a holy, majestic feeling day, and it was raining. And you know, I feel like I'm always going through something. That's why Sims is such a good dear friend and of mine. But we channeled it that day, and I remember writing it that day. Holy water. Let's see if we can do this. Well, let that holy water wash over me. Let me be forgiven. Let me see. Let that holy water cleanse my soul. Give me the strength to know I can't do this alone. Nobody wants to be alone. I'm flipping a switch on the power source for the love divine. I got the spirit wash the potion, leaving the past behind. In a world where men and monsters and villains prevail, got a time to surrender, not had no scratch for bail. And if you ever wanna know what's really going down, to the people in the streets, the cities and the town, I know you can hear us singing, chanting in the street. Our hearts beat in tune with the rhythm and the beat, the beat, the beat of the rhythm. The rhythm gives us song, the song gives us hope, so we can all sing along. Sing that song loud, sing that song true, and let that holy water come washing through. Let that holy water wash over me. Let me be forgiven. Let me see. Let that holy water cleanse my soul. Give me the strength to know, but I can't do this alone. So nobody wants to be alone. Well, music is medicine, cause life is mean. Without the music in our heart, said there is no you and me. Music is medicine, cause life is cruel. Without the music in the heart, said you be acting like a fool. Songs rain down, cleanse my soul, and angels bring the harmony to the chorus of the soul. Song rain down, sweet melody, but it keeps the heart pumping. Rhythm and the beat of the rhythm. The rhythm gives me song, the song gives us hope, so we can all sing along. Sing that song loud and sing that song true. But let that holy water come washing through. Let that holy water wash over me. Let me be forgiven. Let me see. Let that holy water cleanse my soul. Give me the strength I know, but I can't do this alone. Said nobody wants to be alone.
Oh yeah, remember that one?
Ooh.
Awesome.
You can rap.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I was a very confused songwriter growing up. It was like, it was a big mixture of the two Bobs, Bob Dylan and Bob Marley, and you know, people like G Love helped me understand it was okay to be so confused about blending genres, you know, and even, you know, cats like Ozo Motley, that whole band. I mean, this is bridging gaps and stuff, you know.
All confused. Sure.
It's true, man. It's pioneers. Anyways. Happy birthday, everybody. Be sure to text Sims 44321.
Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday, everybody. Yes.
Somebody's birthday.
Everybody.
Raul, you got another one for us, brother?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Just have one I made. it's the water thing. Every time you come around, it's like water under the shade. You cool me with your kisses sweet, make me feel like I got it made. Don't do me wrong, 'cause I won't do you no harm, no. Just float into my lover's arms in immaculate ways. Every time you kiss my lips, it's like the sun shines on my skin. It warms me like the morning sun. Make me feel like, hey little doggy, baby I won, yeah. Don't do me wrong, 'cause I won't do you no harm, no. Just floats into my lover's arms in immaculate ways. All right, good people. I want you to donate to Sims. Mental health for musicians and people in the music industry. Can you see Alan and that cute little doggy he's got? This is for the little dog. Oh, don't do me wrong, little doggy, 'cause I won't do you no harm, no. Just float into Alan's arms in immaculate ways, yeah. Every time you come around, it's like water from the shade. 'Cause every time you come around, it's like water from the shade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds baby good.
Yeah, that was badass, man.
I don't think anybody could see Alan while you were singing. It was.
You know,
Oh, it's
that's my
Aunt Clara.
inspiration.
There she is. There she
There
is.
she is.
You gotta,
Aunt
when you
Clara.
perform, I don't know if Alan does this when he's performing live, but you know, you gotta find that thing in the audience or in the theater, right? And you just snatch onto that and you kind of focus and you. So when that little doggy came into the picture, it was easy to sing that song. Easy. Sweet little pup.
I don't have a dog with me.
She has mental health issues as well.
No, I could tell. Just wasn't gonna say it. I was trying to be respectful.
Hers are probably a little farther, little out of reach of Sim's abilities of helping. I'm just going to say incest. Take it easy. I don't like to say it in front of her, but she is a product of incest. So if you're a product of incest, please text SIMS to 44321
To donate.
to donate. To help to help people in the music industry and support mental health.
Yeah.
I'll just stop my microphone now.
Eat an ice pop, man. Just have an ice pop or something like that.
I just realized that we never really talked about all. We introduced everybody else. We didn't really introduce Alan. That Alan is as an actor, writer, director, producer, does a million things.
Yeah, mainly an actor. Yeah, but we did those things together. Yeah, I'm up in Canada right now. I was doing a TV show up here called Resident Alien. It was supposed to come out next month, and it will not now. We were sort of right in the middle, or we were actually close to the end, and then all productions here shut down, and we love it up here. My wife and I and our dogs, and so we just stuck around Canada. We'll be back. We'll be back when we finish the TV show.
It's not a bad place to be at all, especially right now. I mean, I could talk about that all day, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the Sims Foundation.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure everybody knows where I'm going with that. Anyway, so yeah, Alan, he's been in, let's see, you've been in Dodgeball.
Which we watched the other day.
Like Dodgeball, I mean, God, Serenity, and then the last couple of Star Wars things, and like a million things I could put up.
Spectrum.
Spectrum, right.
Spectrum.
Fire.
And then his own show, Con Man, tons of things. It's funny because Alan's the one friend of mine that we go when we're on vacation or something, and people will be, they'll be like, yeah, I'm like, this is my friend Alan. They'll be like, yeah, man, didn't I go to high school with you?
Yeah.
And I was like, nope, didn't go to high school with me. I was like, yeah, no. And they were, they was like, no, I swear we went to high school together. Or we went maybe middle school or something like that. It's just, it's one of my favorites.
Were you at Jim's party? Yeah, you were at Jim's, weren't you?
But you know what? I have a problem with seeing similarities in people's faces. So I think that I know people a lot. So that person y'all were just talking about, I've been that person. And one night after a show at the Cactus Cafe, over 10 years ago, after the show, we went over to the Hole in the Wall, and I saw this girl playing pool, and I walked up and I was like, I know you from somewhere. And it was like Slater from Dazed and Confused. I was like, I know you, like gym class or history class or something. And I kept saying it. And then I went away because she told me to leave her alone. And then I went back about an hour later to ask again. I know you. Do you go to New York a lot? Have you ever been, to Austin? She got really mad at me and said some curse words and said, leave me alone. And I said, I'm really sorry. And the next day on Comedy Central, my kids and I, we were watching Paul Blart Mall Cop, and she's a young comedian on there. And I was like, you're on TV. No wonder. You could have just told me that that would have left you alone way quicker. And I would have less things to talk to my therapist about had I just, you just told me that you're a movie star and not go through my hazy Rolodex of stuff, I don't have that's not a segue for a song. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. So
it's a good story because that's exactly what happens with Alan sometimes.
Go ahead, Carlos.
I was just going to say that again. Everybody if you're just joining, we're here for the Sims Foundation. Sims provides mental health and addiction recovery for musicians, music industry professionals, and their families. Please text SIMS to 44321. You can go to PayPal and use the email address info@simsfoundation.org, or you can go straight to the website simsfoundation.org/donate. And we are going to play a couple more songs, and then we're going to sign off for the evening.
Is it Raul's turn?
I think it's your turn.
Your turn, brother.
Yeah.
The next song that I have written down on this set list, I rarely write set lists out, but this is a song that I wrote probably last year sometime, a little bit before that, and we actually recorded it in January at my buddy Patrick Hertzfeld's place at Signal Hill Recording on Nutty Brown Road area, and it was not long after we recorded it that everything kind of started to fall apart. And I had made a little video of the recording process, and I was going to put it up on YouTube. And then one night I just was, watching too much, reading too many news articles, and I was getting a little bummed out and a little distressed and depressed. But I started just getting clips of all the healthcare workers, first responders, everybody on the front lines dealing with this with this virus, and talked to some friends who are living in New York and in New Orleans and in LA, and especially New York and New Orleans, dealing with it. And I decided to make another video. But anyways, this is the song called "Don't Leave Me Now." Just released it last, I guess it was May 1st or something like that. But here we go. Let's try this. Tried to forget how long I used to feel before I met you. So work all day trying to spend my ways through this broken world for you. Oh Lord, it's hard. Don't leave me now. All I can depend on is this song. Don't leave me now. I lie to myself almost all the time about who I'm supposed to be. So spend my days trying to make my way, 'cause that's all I'll ever be. Oh Lord, it's hard. Don't leave me now. All I can depend on is this song. Don't leave me now. All I can depend on is this song. Don't leave me now. Oh Lord, it's hard. Don't leave me now. All I can depend on is this song. Don't leave me now. All I can depend on is this song. Don't leave me now. Don't leave me now. Don't leave me now.
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I think Raul's got to take off soon, so he's gonna do another short one real quick.
Little short one. It's another short one.
Short one.
This goes out to all the Ozomani fans, been supporting us for 25 years. ¿Cómo ves, cómo ves? ¿Cómo ves, cómo ves? ¿Cómo ves, cómo ves? ¿Cómo ves, cómo ves? abrazo, hermano, con todo mi corazón. Cuba y abrigazo, hermano, y veo su dolor. Quiero besar tu espíritu y su alma. It's been a joy to be with you, all three of you. I really am happy to support Sims. ¿Cómo ves, cómo ves? ¿Cómo ves, cómo ves? La historia no es como crees. ¿Cómo ves, cómo ves? ¿Cómo ves, cómo ves? Cuba y África, soy hermano, con todo mi corazón. Cuba y África, soy hermano, y veo su dolor. Quiero besar tu espíritu y su alma. ¿Cómo ves, cómo ves? ¿Cómo ves, cómo ves? ¿Cómo ves, cómo ves? ¿Cómo ves, cómo ves?
Oh yeah, man, that's absolutely one of my favorite songs, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
I know you've got to take off, so we'll let you get out of here, but thank you so much for doing this for us, man. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate it all. And good people, and care of one another. See each other again.
Amen.
I'll see you guys, man.
Thanks, brother.
Great to see you, man.
Yeah.
Cheers.
All right, guys. So yeah, we're almost done. Alan, you want to do a song for us?
When is your song, man? How many musical instruments do you have in your house?
I'm actually not at my house, so yeah, we're out of luck on that one. I mean, you sang a couple. You sang a couple of. You have a guitar, don't you? I'm not asking you to sing a song. I'm just saying that you. I have actually heard you sing, and you sound great.
I have sung a little bit, and I do have a little guitar, but it's not playing right now.
Now, I thank you guys so much for doing this. Again, if you guys watching, please donate to the Sims Foundation. Anything will help. Again, Sims Foundation provides mental health and addiction recovery for musicians and their families, music industry professionals, roadies, techs, lighting guys, booking agents, management, whatever.
Help so many people.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's pretty amazing. I mean, we're the only organization like this in the United States. The rest of the country could definitely use it. So please help us, especially right now. I mean, we had, just to give you guys a little history. As of, this has been around for 25 years, and then as of last year, we had this conversation where, the opioid crisis that happened, the number of Sims clients went up 40%. And so we were kind of struggling to address that and how we're going to fund all of these new clients. And then that kind of led up to this year. We're still trying to catch up. And then this thing happens, which obviously musicians, everybody's lost all of their work. Or a lot of people have lost work, but musicians, it's hard enough being a musician with an up and down, roller coaster of income levels. But we also, we are probably the last people that are going to be able to get back to work.
Yeah, that's that's one of the things that people that keep asking me, and it's fine if people. It's not fine, but if people are angry, they want to go back to work, they want to open up, they're mad at people for doing this. It's like, well, there's not going to be a budget for that kind of scale of things for a while, and I know that it's affecting small business owners, restaurants, all the restaurants. But I mean, the Sims Foundation, for that simple fact, I know that just being over inundated with calls and with people who need help. I mean, you know, it's a reality that this situation is very scary, and it causes anxiety and depression, and so it's like it's even more needed for so many people, you know. And and then the Sims Foundation was founded because of a guy named Sims, and he had horrible he had depression, and what it is that he took his life, and this is why this organization exists, is that there's this opportunity for people who are marginalized and disenfranchised from the system, that they should be able to get this care. So anyways, I appreciate you having me, Carlos.
Oh, man.
And to especially get to hang out with Alan and Raul and raise awareness for this. So
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Carlos.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Graham. Good to see you, Graham.
hey, buddy.
Awesome. You want to take us out with one more song?
Yeah, man, let's do this. On that note, I wrote this the other day after John Prine passed away of the virus, and I'd been singing so many of his songs for the weeks coming up to that, because he was sick and in the hospital in Nashville, and one of my little sister's friend was in the hospital taking care of him, and then when he passed, I wanted to keep singing some of his songs, but I thought that, John Prine would probably write a song. He'd probably write one. And so I went outside and I kind of quarantined myself from my family and said, leave me alone for a little bit. And I found myself just watching this big old bumblebee just float around this little flower out on this bush. I was like, well, that's probably what John Prine would write the song about, something, just observing it, just write it. So I wrote this, and then it was nighttime, and then I was looking at a little flower sitting in the moon night. So this is the newer one called Night Flowers. The time has come to say goodbye, but the bees keep buzzing round the flowers outside. You, the birds, and me can only sing these melodies, 'cause they're all that we got to get by. Don't waste another minute, 'cause things change by the hour. Could lose it all in just a second. Fast forward, flash of light, keep safe. Night flower. The wind sings sweet, blowing through the trees, and the dog's bark is a howling in the breeze. These late night come almost every day, but the rhythm of my feet walking down the street keeps me sane. Don't waste another minute, 'cause things change by the hour. You could lose it all in just a second.
Fast forward, flashing light, keep safe. Night flower, don't waste another minute, 'cause things change by the hour. You could lose it all in just a second. Fast forward, flashing light, keep safe. Night flower.
Nice. Hey, man.
All right, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we have Kalu James and
Oh man,
Robin Shane. 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Central.
I'm coming back. Rock and roll. I
Cheers,
love you
guys.
guys. Thanks, man. Thanks, guys.
Hi, I'm Guy Forsythe. I'd like to talk to you about the Sims Foundation, an organization that helps provide mental health care for musicians in Austin, Texas. Being a musician can be a scary experience because the time that it takes to master an instrument and be a professional performer comes at the expense of making the type of living that provides things like retirement and insurance. So you can help by helping fund the Sims Foundation to provide mental health care for musicians. Thank you.